Check, 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 check.
I'll get louder as we go. So, thank you. Thank you. Make it a little easier to hear me. So let me say welcome in the name of Christ. And welcome into the blessing of community and shared life together. This morning, today, we acknowledge that we are gathering on the land of the Musqueam, Squamish, and Tsleil-Waututh peoples. We are mindful of the rich culture, history, and spirituality of the indigenous peoples who inhabited and cared for this land. for generations, long before the first settlers arrived here. We gather in deep gratitude for their past and ongoing hospitality as we continue to live on this land. We also recognize the contributions Métis, Inuit, and other Indigenous peoples have made in shaping and strengthening this region, the provinces, and Canada as a whole. And we together commit as a community of faith to continue to build relationships that are just and equitable for all. And here at Oakridge United, we follow the way of Jesus by creating a space where everyone is seen, valued, and included. No matter who you are, wherever you are on your journey in life, there's a place for you here. We believe God's love is spacious, generous. God's table is wide. So come as you are, joyful, curious, hopeful, weary. We open our hearts. We breathe deeply into the present moment. We look, listen, and feel for the internal holy nudges or prompts. We quiet our minds from the worries of the day to make room for the presence of the Spirit and delight in the goodness of God. Okay. Our life, mission, and work of the church is usually a set of announcements. You can check the website for that. We're going to leave those off the screen, Zach. What I want to talk about in our life, mission of the church is you. Yeah?
I'm going to help you because this is all.
Thank you.
Put this on your head.
I'm about to pass this around. Or do you have another microphone for us to pass around? Okay. Well, then we will not pass a microphone based on Stephen's face.
You can hear the feedback. So the further away you get, it's just a little bit
Okay,
awkward.
I will keep this on. I will try to be loud.
And you can repeat what people say.
Great. Let's try this way. Okay.
Thank you. Give me that one more time. Take it off. Sorry. This is all for the better.
Can we do this while everybody is saying their name? This is what I would like. We're going to start, maybe, Chun, can you start us? I was going to start with Josie, but you're over here. We're going to go this way around the circle, and we're just going to say our name and where our family is from. And whatever that means to you, in Indigenous culture, people would share the names of their tribe, their elders, their connections. Where is your family from, and where are you now? And mostly, start with your name, and then whatever you'd like to say about your family. Thank you, Ichun.
Okay, my name is Yi-Chen, and I'm from Taiwan, Taipei, the capital city. And I believe all my ancestors, original from Taiwan. So, but I never hear them speak any native, like a very native language there. So just so you know about that.
Thanks.
My name is Stephen, and I was born in Toronto and raised in Vancouver. But when I did my ancestry and DNA, I was 97% Balkan. So my family comes from the former Yugoslavia, and that's the way I was raised.
Josie.
Hi, I'm Josie. I'm from Holland. I was born in Holland. I've been here since 1954. And we've had a good life here together, and we made a beautiful place.
Thanks. Sheila.
My name is Sheila Gordon, and I was born in England, in North England, near Scotland. And we were living near London when my husband got a phone call and wanted him to come to Canada. And so we were invited to come to Canada to take over the company here. So we met someone from Oakridge United Church. It was in Giles then, and they said, this was 1975, and they said, would you like to come to our church? And we said, oh yes, we'll come and see it, and then we joined it. So that would be 1975.
Whew.
Okay.
50 years ago.
Affiliated
Wow.
church in
Hmm.
England. And we were at a Methodist church in England.
Hmm.
So, it's just me here now.
Thank you, Sheila. Okay.
My name is Wynne, and I was born in Birmingham, England during the war. And so, as I came to Canada, my sister was already here in 1972. So, and I've nursed in since every province. So,
Hello, I'm Jacob. I've lived in British Columbia my whole life, but my dad came from the Netherlands, Holland, and my mom had just learned. I was looking at a family tree the other day. It was Romanian, Ukrainian, Irish, and possibly some English.
Let's move back to this row. Alma and then Dorothy. Yeah.
Okay, my name is Ellen. I was actually born in Edmonton. I came to BC because my father was transferred when I was very young. And we lived in Prince George, which I hated. I came to university there and never left.
Okay.
And I've been a member of this church since 1984.
Oh, 84. Wow. Thanks, Alma.
I'm Dorothy, and I was born in the Scottish borders in Peebles, just 30 miles south of Edinburgh. And my father had a business, and he also had a farm. And my family came ahead of me. We were all out here, and I was in the Channel Islands, and they said you have to come out here because we have been together for about 15 years for Christmas.
Oh.
You have to come, and I didn't want to come. I was having a wonderful time in the Channel Islands. So I reluctantly came to Canada, and I was absolutely miserable for the first year. Nobody spoke to me, and I got a job right away in the hospital, so that was no problem. But I found it very, very hard.
Hmm.
And I wrote to my girlfriends and said, this is a wonderful place, why don't we come out? So they came out, and my whole life changed.
Hmm.
We rented a house, there's 5 of us, 5 nurses, and we had just, you know this before? And I've just loved it ever since.
Hmm.
And then I found my husband here too, he was from Berkeley.
Thank you, Dorothy. Robin.
I'm Robin Crocker born. I was born in Prince George, British Columbia. For those of you from the east, Prince George is about 500 miles north of here. I don't know what the metric equivalent is. I've had a vision problem most of my life due to too much, they say too much oxygen in the incubator. Back 88 years ago in August I was born.
they spoke with a definite accent. And as a child growing up, I identified strongly with that. And I looked for that as an adult and didn't really know what it was until later. 5 or more of my relatives have served in the armed services, and we came to Vancouver to go to university, and that was a good move, and we've been here since we were 17 and 18. 10 of us came from Vancouver Island, and we've grown to love Vancouver and its particular beauty.
My name is Don Willichuk. My ancestry started out in the Ukraine. My grandfather came in 1905 from Odessa. So I have interest in the Ukraine War and the injustice there. My father was born in Canada, and I was born in Kelowna, BC. Lived in BC my whole life, and played with Native Indians at school in Campbell River, and was interested. I've been interested in history of all things in the past and present. So quite happy to be here and enjoy our life, because Canada has been at war in the same way as parts of the rest of the world is. So hurrah, hurrah.
You'll see Janessa doing this. Do you want to tell us what this is so that people can participate if they would like? It's
This
like
is-
snaps or thoughts.
Yeah, this is, I mutter Aichka each time, that means thank you. And the hands mean I see you, my heart sees you. And it's how you can acknowledge someone and what someone has shared in Hunkaminam language and Coast Salish tradition. So it's hands up and usually facing away or to the side. And I usually go like 1, 2, that's an I see you. And thank you.
Okay. Okay, thank you. We don't want to forget Zach, and then we'll keep going.
Hello everyone. My name is Zach. I'm from China, and I was also born and raised there. Actually, my first language is not Mandarin Chinese. I speak like a sort of dialect of Mandarin Chinese. And I am also the last generation in my big family who can speak this dialect. And these younger kids in my family, we all speak Mandarin Chinese right now.
Yeah.
I came to Canada in 2017.
Speak up, please.
Okay. I came to Canada in 2017 for study, and it's been like over 8 years since then. Right now I'm working. Yeah, that's pretty much it.
Hi, my name is Misha, and I was born in Czech Republic. I spent some time in Czech Republic until I was adult. Then I moved to Scotland for a year. Then I moved to the US for 7 years. Then I moved back to Czech Republic. And then I immigrated here 9 years ago, and I became Canadian. So I'm the first Canadian in my family. And my family is back home, most of my family. But my cousin and my aunt, they're in Ireland. My other cousin is in New York City. And I have other cousins who live in Germany. So we're kind of spread out all over.
My name is Fiona McInnes. I was born in England, came to Canada when I was not quite 5 years old, grew up in Ontario, came out west in 1973. That's me.
what is your name? Peggy, thank you.
My name's Wendy. I was born in New Zealand, and my parents were born in New Zealand, so came to Canada in 1961. Yeah, that's about it.
My name's Elizabeth. I'm from Winnipeg. Beautiful summers, never go in the winter. I got there this summer to spend some time with my brother and his family at their cottage on Lake Winnipeg.
Okay, Louise and Julie.
You would say your name. Say your name. Julie doesn't hear very well.
Okay.
Julie Story, born in London in the middle of the Blitz, and her mother was a war bride. So, and she went back to England for a little while and then came back to Canada.
Okay.
My maiden name is Betts. I'm Louise Betts. And my father's family is from New Brunswick, and they came in about 1770 as loyalists. So I've been in Canada a long time. And my other grandmother came in 1906 from Scotland. And I'm mostly Scottish because when the loyalists came from English Scotland to Canada, they
Serbia and Croatia.
I'm Pauline. I came here in 1982 for what I thought would be 6 months. Still here. And I was born in Chester, England, but lived on the Welsh side of the border. And apart from, we had 5 years away, but we've met here ever since.
Hi, I'm Silvana, and actually I was born in Luxembourg, but my heritage is in Canada. My dad went there for work. He stayed there for 9 years, and he was a stonemason apprenticeship, so he was very skilled in that area. So we came to Canada in 1968. I was 4 years old, and not only did we come, but a lot of my cousins and aunts and uncles, and so I had a very big extended family growing up with my cousins and aunts and uncles, and we grew to love to be in Canada. Like, it was very nice for us. And then I married, and I had 2 children, a daughter and a son, and they're close. They still live in Vancouver, BC, and we're enjoying our life here. And my dad, who is 92 this year, he was originally from the southern part of Italy, and he has lots of stories that he shared with us. So, but I won't go into all that. But anyways, it was very nice to be part of Canada.
My name is Heather Joy. My family came a long, long time ago. One side of my family has a sword from the Battle of the Plains of Abraham, the French side, who settled and lost. And then the other side, my Scotland, England, and Scotland by way of the Ottawa Valley. And then my parents met in Windsor, Ontario. I happened to be born in New Brunswick only because my father, who's also a United Church minister, was sent out to the East Coast. And so my sister and I were born there, but I was there for 6 months and I don't remember any of it. But I was born there and then ended up in Ontario where my family is, and now here. I came here, this is my 10-year Vaniversary, as I like to call it, this year. And I met my husband, Stephen, and had this little one. This is Juliana. She was born here in Vancouver 6 years ago. She made me a mom for the 3rd time after having these 2 boys come into my life through that wonderful man over there. And this is now my family and my church family that is here. So when we gather around in circle like this, we become family like this. We share our stories, and we understand where one another are from, and we get to be apart and connected in that way. So that is the longest life and mission of the church that you've ever sat through, but I hope a really meaningful one. Janessa?
Can I share something
Yeah,
about
please.
this?